the reason that I'm starting here is because there's a ton of features that there's just no way I'm going to be able to cover in quick enough time. But I need to at least show you kind of what this whole workflow encompasses and what it does. So there's a customer list, like obviously you have a back office with your current clients, maybe existing book business. We define the logic on who needs to be called and when. And also, if they've already been contacted and you don't want to call them, right, that's up to you. You can define the cadence and all that in a very simple step. It pulls the information out of the existing database and can always refer back to that database. So if a client says, hey, I'm not too sure what you're talking about, do you have like a policy number? The AI will be able to refer back to the client's details and records straight from whatever database you want to get up to. Supabase, AWS, spreadsheets, up to you, right? And then AI calls them live, which we're going to go over an example there. These are all the statuses that it can be left in. So like if they're ready to make a payment, like they had a IP return, we can route that directly to the carrier and record that whole conversation, or just send it back to the agent or yourself. We can leave a voicemail, which comes in handy if you want to, call people that are awaiting funds for their future draft. If you spoke with them, you can define that. If they want to cancel, you also want to get that before an IP return happens, because then you can obviously save it, right? You can switch it, you can lower the face amount, whatever the case is. And then you can be proactive in adjusting your book instead of being reactive with negative balances in the bank account and ledgers. Wrong number doesn't really happen a lot. It shouldn't, but it does. It does happen sometimes. So we update the customer list, we update the client record, we put notes in all the CRMs and all that stuff. And we could also build a live dashboard, which really it comes in handy as well if you want to see it. Because most automations don't have a visible, like, where did the call fail? What happened to this? What happened to that? Without needing to like go into some crazy technical jargon. Whereas we could just build a dashboard like this and it just shows you all the agents, what happens on the call. And then you can also customize this as well. So we link the call records to both this dashboard and the spreadsheets the agents kind of work out of. So as an example, right, if you just want to look at something that's pretty cool, like this guy right here is Open Alternatives, his policies with American Amicable. That means it's an AOTA, right? So this even calls the approved other than applied for. If you applied for a level coverage and the client lied about prescription on their application, and maybe they the company said, you know what, we'll just lower the face value. That's an open amendment, and a lot of those get lost in translation as well. This AI can actually help us take care of those. So let's listen to how it sounds.
Hi, may I please speak with Taylor?
Speaking.
Hi, Taylor. This is Judy calling from Life about your American Amicable policy. Nothing is wrong.
Yes.
I just want to make sure you are all set and answer any questions. Do you have just a quick minute?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. So, Timothy, I'm calling because we received an update from American Amicable on your application, and I wanted to reach out and let you know where things stand. Still waiting to hear back on those.
No, like Mutual of Omaha, they declined it.
That makes
Leslie.
complete sense. So you want to explore a couple more things first before you decide whether to move forward. Questions you have, does that work for you?
Yes, that's fine.
Perfect. Well, Timothy, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me today. You take care of yourself and have a wonderful day.
So yeah, obviously sped up the call there. Didn't want to, take a whole 3 minutes to listen to this call. But the agents that we currently help out, it's an agency, pretty big group. We give them visibility. They work out of a spreadsheet like most of them do. There's also a CRM and an AMS that we append notes to as well. But for the agents, they have limited access to some of these tools that the agency currently runs on. So they prefer a spreadsheet, and we're able to append the actual call. But they can log in and kind of listen to the recording as well just by visiting this link. So that helps them understand what exactly happened on that call with their client when they go to reach back out and rewrite them with another carrier. So hopefully that helps. We also have like a little map here. We could probably export, and it kind of just defines the logic. I know it looks intimidating, but it's really easy to set up because it's already something you guys are doing. So cool.